Located outside the walls of the villa in the old exit of the town towards Logrono, it is a work that began in the 17th century and was completed the following century. The date of 1788 appears on the lintel of the door, probably that of the completion of the plays. Outside the walls because it was just outside the town, after the bridge of the Cristo, separating the roads that led to Logrono 1, by the old Roman road reused in the 18th century to build the road that allowed wine to be exported to Santander, and the road to the Bodegas del Cristo, because Fuenmayor has two winery neighborhoods, this del Cristo and San Cristobal at the other end of town. Although it is a Baroque work with a marked Latin cross plan topped by a graceful dome in the transept and its main altarpiece is Baroque from the first half of the 18th century, the crucifix that presides over it is much older. It is a magnificent carving made by Juan de Lorena in 1549 and on which rests a beautiful legend that says that it was brought by a mule from Logrono that supported its great weight without showing signs of fatigue until they reached the hermitage, and as soon as downloaded the image, the animal fell dead of exhaustion. It is not the only miracle that is attributed to the Christ of Veracruz, since in 1612, as recalled by an ex-vow painting hanging on its walls, a 3-year-old boy, son of the Urban del Campo family, drowned in the well of his manor houses, one of the oldest in the town located in the nearby street of the river, but it was resurrected by imploring the image for its salvation. The temple consists of a single but wide nave, presided over by an artistic and monumental gate that frames the spectacular main altarpiece and also the other sides, in which an original neoclassical canvas from the beginning of the 19th century stands out, representing S. Nicolás de Bari saving 3 children from drowning in a behavior container in which the grapes were placed to transfer them from the vineyard to the winery. Recently restored, the hermitage shows off its decorated paintings on the walls and its imposing bearing that presides over 2 of the most important ceremonies of the festive and religious calendar of the town, the day of San Isidro, when the image of the patron of the farmers returns to its usual place on the main altar after having raised the church, so that they say the corresponding novena in a procession accompanied by regional dances, and that ends with solemn mass and blessing of the fields. Even more solemn is the Mass of September 14th, the feast of the exaltation of the Holy Cross. On this occasion the Mass in the Hermitage precedes the procession that leads to the relic of the cross to the church where the faithful are given to worship. This relic, the Lignum Crucis, is a splinter from the cross of Christ donated by a wealthy neighbor who lived in Madrid, where her son, D. Gregorio Torrealba Salazar, surnames of high roots Fuenmayorens, held high positions in the court and whose death, in 1740, left part of his inheritance to create a chaplaincy and celebrate the festival with religious services, but also with bullfights, this being the beautiful origin of our main festival that every September 14th is one of the most visited and held.